Hi, it's Nicole Allison from Allison Speech Peeps talking to you about my social group curriculum for elementary students. You may have remembered I have one for the middle and high school students. Now I can complete my collection with the social group curriculum for elementary students. So let's take a quick peek inside to see what all is included. Basically, you get everything you need to start and implement social groups for the entire year. You get a planner, that keeps you on track. You get rules, letters to both teachers and parents, additional resources, and an entire curriculum with visual lessons. So let's look inside. Here's some suggested resources I included. This is the planner that just kind of keeps me organized. It makes sure that I have sent my permission slips home and I have my students, different things like that. These are the letters. This one is for the teachers. And just an FYI, how I run my social groups, I usually choose 4 to 5 students, with 2 to 3 of those students being the target students. And we know who those students are. And then I have about 2 students being the peer models. And what would happen when I first started running my social groups is I would ask teachers for peer models, and they would choose these sweet, sweet, sweet students that were extremely well behaved, but were very, very quiet and shy. And I don't really want that. I want those students that have a little bit of spunkiness to them, that are outgoing, still well behaved, but that will tell my target students, when something is socially awkward or inappropriate, because my students listen to their peers so much more than they listen to me, as I'm sure you find. So this just is a teacher letter helping me pick out those students in the classroom that demonstrate good behavior but are also outgoing and not shy. Here are some parents' letters with the permission attached to it, both for your target students and for the peer models. Here are some social group rules where they can create their own rule at the end. And then here's the curriculum. This is the meat of the packet. I'm pretty excited to get into this. And we'll just go over a few of the lessons. I just want you to get a glimpse as to what's included. So there's 20 lessons broken down in the areas of conversation, making friends, functional, and advanced. So let's look at this first lesson. This is listening with your entire body. And what you get is a guide. You're the therapist, but this is just a guide to give you some ideas on how to work on this lesson. And just an FYI, every single picture that I included in here are real life pictures that students can relate to, and that's one of the reasons I love this packet so much. So you'll get a poster usually with the sessions. This is listening with your entire body, so they can kind of see what is your body doing when you're listening. And then you get some visuals, and what you would do is just cut these pictures out, the listening pictures and the not listening, and mix them up, and the students would sort out a listening pile and a non-listening pile and talk about what their bodies are doing in each picture that tells them whether these students maybe are listening or not listening. And then you could also at the end role play different activities and have the students in a listening posture and a non-listening posture. So that's some ideas for that lesson. This next lesson I want to show you is problem solving. So once again, you'll get a poster. It talks about what a problem is, what a solution is, and gives a scenario. And then you also have some pictures where they have to decide what is the problem, what's the solution as a group, and talk about that. And even for your advanced students, why is that a good problem? Justifying their solutions, or why is that a good solution? I'm sorry. That's a hard skill. Like, why is that a good solution? Can talk about that too. This next one is determining importance, and this visual is from Tammy McGregor's book, Comprehension Connections. I just love this analogy. So you talk about some things that you hear are interesting to learn about, and some things that are really important that we need to pay attention to. So the water illustrates the things that are interesting. Our brain is the strainer, and we need to use our brain to filter out or strain the important things versus just the interesting things. We want to be left with the noodles or the important things. And then a fun activity to do is emptying out your purse and having the students sort things that are most important, maybe important and least important, just for a demonstration activity. So, maybe your license and my keys and my credit card would be the most important things that I need. My chapstick and library card would be maybe important, although the chapstick is debatable. I really need my chapstick. And then the least important would be things like my mirror or my sunglasses, my makeup, things like that. And then you have activities where you read scenarios and then the students have to decide what are the sentences in there that are most important. So your teacher says, your homework is due on Monday. Make sure you complete questions 1 through 5. I will be going on vacation this weekend, and we'll be looking forward to grading them. So the students have to decide what did I hear that's most important in there. So those are just a few of the activities that you'll receive in this social group binder. I hope you love it as much as I do. Feel free to email me with any questions, and thanks for watching. Bye.